Hi everyone, finally the tutorial is going up how to make the latte. So if you are interested in how I create these, keep on watching. The first product we are going to need is some lightweight polyfiller. This is the one that I purchased, which is the One Strike. You can find this on Amazon, and this is a 2.5 litre tub. The paints I will be using is Portrait Pink and Raw Sienna. Both of these was purchased from the range. You will also need a big piping tip. Again, it's your own preference. This is a 2D star tip, but you can also get the smaller ones, obviously if you are working on a smaller glass. You will also need a couple of mixing pots, a plastic piping bag and some big mixing sticks. This is the glass I'm going to be working on. It's a slightly different shape to the one that I have just showed you before we start the video. This was purchased from Home Bargains and I think it was 99p. So the first part we're going to do is just get our pot. It does come out like this, so if you just want to go straight into your piping bag and pipe the white tip on top, you don't have to colour this at all. But obviously we are doing the latte, so we're just going to colour the polyfiller with our acrylic paint. So just give it a mix in your tub. It'll just get all the air out and just stop it going sort of like lumpy-ish. And then with a mixing pot, you just need to pop some into your cup. With the Raw Sienna acrylic paint, we're just going to pop in a couple of drops inside our filler. Then you're going to need to give this a good mix. Your filler should then look something like this. So with your large stick, just wipe off all the excess first. Then you're going to go back in, load up your stick, grab your glass, and now we're going to start filling the inside of here. So you're going to push your stick, drag up your filler, and you're going to work all the way around your glass, making sure everything has got quite a big thick coat on. That way when it dries, there shouldn't get any sort of like cracks in it, or you know, some sort of like see-through parts of your glass. So like there, look, it's not thick enough. So again, go back in with your stick, work all the way around, putting quite a bit of pressure on, wiggling it up to your glass. You can leave a few air bubbles in as well if you want to. And we're just going to work all the way around. So we've gone all the way around inside of our glass, and also pop some at the bottom as well, just to cover that glass. I have left a couple of little air bubbles in mine. So next we're going to add the rim. So to do that, just get a baby wipe, just pop it around your finger, go in the inside of your glass, and now we're just going to wipe off the filler where we want the cream to go. So just work all the way around, just exposing the glass at the top. Obviously it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You can do it where you sort of like dip it down a little bit and just make a little bit of a shape to it if you wanted to. So work all the way around, dragging everything off, and then just fold this filler just inside, just tap it with your finger, and then just clean up all your edges. Once you've wiped all the way along, you might just need to get some kitchen towel, especially if your wet wipes are quite sort of like wet, if you like, and then just drag this just around, just taking off any moisture from your wet wipe. Next we're going to colour this part here. So you will now need to get some more of your white filler, and now we're going to use the next colour, which is the Portrait Pink. So again, just pop some filler in here. This is the colour I'm going to be using for the rim. A couple of drops. Then you will just need to give this a good mix with a clean stick. So again, you're going to go in with your stick. You're not going to go right into your glass on this part, because what you're going to end up doing is dragging this filler down that you have just worked on, because obviously this is still wet. You might want to leave it to dry overnight. I just find it easier to build everything together. So going in an angle, that was a word and a half to say out. and then you're just going to pull it up just so it sits on that rim there. So I'll do the same again, pull it up, lightly pushing it onto your glass as you go. Again, just keep loading up your stick. The less you've got on the stick, the harder it's going to be for you to do this part. And we're just going to roll it over the top, keeping it all at an angle, working all the way around the top. Tap in anything down that you need to. If there's a big sort of like lump inside, don't try and drag it out because you will end up dragging all the other colour with it. And then just wiping off the top, ready to glue on our cardboard. So to add your cardboard lid, don't worry, nothing is going to fall out. Just need to draw yourself a circle for the top. Then with your glue gun, you're just going to glue along this glass piece here and then just pop on your cardboard lid. So now we've got our lid on, I've just cut a 6cm poly ball in half. That way, because of the rim of the glass is quite wide on this one compared to the other one that I worked on, all my filler might end up collapsing, or I won't be able to get the height that I want. So we're just going to glue gun this into the middle of our cardboard. So now we are ready to start piping. As the other one that you saw at the beginning of the video, this piping was the raw sienna. So this one I'm going to pipe in portrait pink. That way I've got a couple of different ones for the top colour. So you will need to mix up some portrait pink or raw sienna depending on what topping you are going for, and mix this in again like we did earlier with your poly filler. You will then need to pop this into your piping bag with your piping tip. We are now going to start piping along the edge where the cardboard is. So just spin your glass around. You're just going to go all the way around the rim here. You're then going to work on the inside of your poly ball, just following the guide all the way around, working all the way up to the top. So now it's time to add all your charms. So depending on what you have chosen, I do sell a few charms and bits and pieces on a Monday. So if you are wondering, there is a tutorial as well on how I sprayed these. So I'm just going to add in a peppermint, maybe a darker colour in this one. They will stick into your poly filler. Don't worry if they feel a little bit loose. Like say overnight, they will glue themselves together, so you don't have to worry about them falling out. I've got a little chocolate to add, so I'm going to pop this at the front. We also made him on live, so I'm going to pop him in as well. We did him last week, so he can go on the top. If you want to, you can add a little straw. So I'm just going to pop a straw into the side here. Just cut that down to size. I'm also going to add another little lotus biscuit to match him. And a little pink one to go on the other side. I'm then going to sprinkle all this with glitter and then add on the sticker that are from the chocolate station that you purchased, and then I'll be back. This was the glitter I used just in case anybody was wondering. And this is the finished result. I've obviously added the sticker and we made this on live last week, so I've just gone ahead and added the sticker on that one. So the last sticker as part of the chocolate kit is the white chocolate, which I'm going to do hopefully on Wednesday's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Cannot wait to see how yours turns out. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye everybody.